Welcome to the STARS program, seniors taking active roles in society. And now, here's your host, ANITA FINLEY.
Okay, well, you see those buses, those gorgeous buses. Things have changed since I used to take the bus. But the Broward County Transit has funny buses, cute buses, air-conditioned buses. And so I want to talk about what the bus system is like. When I was growing up and as I was aging, I always use the bus system. It's an incredible way to go places. So Mary SHAFFER, who's the section manager of Broward County Transit, is going to be talking with us along with two associates, IRV MINNEY and RENECA Maharaj. So Mary, let's ask a little bit about the Broward County Transit. What is the history of it and what makes it so wonderful?
Well, right now we're serving about 39 million rides a year. So that means it could be, 18 million people that are going both ways, or it could be people that ride for different reasons. Like maybe they go to work. That's our number one service issue. The second thing that we do is get people to school, get people to the grocery store. Right now we have 44 bus routes. We have service 7 days a week. We have customer service available 7 days a week. I know many of your audience members would be interested if they ever have any questions about anything we talk about today or anything in general about Broward County Transit. They can call 954-357-8400. And right now we have special rates for seniors. And seniors in the Broward County Transit plan is 65 and up. You can get a reduced fare with those for seniors of that age, and that means that you're going to pay about half price. So the regular fare right now is $1 each way for our fixed route buses for seniors.
You can't get any cheaper than that. That's fabulous. Well, give me that phone number again, 954, what else?
357-8400.
Okay, I've got that number. Okay, well, let's see what how you have to do. What do you do there with Broward County Transit, Irv?
Uh-oh, we might have lost him. Irv, are you there?
Okay, well, let's go on to RENECA. Okay, Mary. Do we have them on?
Yes.
I'm on.
Okay, there's Irv. Sorry about that.
Okay, I'm sorry. The community bus program, we have an agreement with 19 Broward municipalities where we provide community bus service. Basically, our partnership with the cities allows us to service residential areas, freeing up the larger buses to travel along the major thoroughfares in the regional bus network. We do about 2.4 million trips a year, and our buses are air conditioned, wheelchair accessible. They have two wheelchair positions, and for the most part, we travel. We have routes. I think I have about 50 routes now, and we offer service from Sunday through Saturday.
Amazing. You know, I have to tell you that when I lived in Miami many years ago in the 1950s, and I didn't have a car. The only way I could go was bus, one bus, two bus, and they weren't air conditioned. So you all are spoiling your passengers.
By law, they have to be air conditioned.
I know. I'm teasing.
Okay.
But RENECA Maharaj, tell me what you do.
Well, if you're unable to ride the BCT fixed route services due to a disability, we provide a service called TOPS, the Broward County Residents, for all disability and transportation disadvantaged residents of Broward County. We have 182 vehicles on the road, and we transport about 3,000 people every day except Sundays.
It's interesting, isn't it, that people who don't ride the buses have no idea about these facts and figures. It's so critical, so important. If you took the buses away, so many people would be crippled in a sense. They wouldn't be able to get where they're supposed to go. It would be horrible. I know we work with PalmTran a lot. And PalmTran, of course, is when you get to a stop, then you find the bus to take you where you have to go. Do you do a lot of that with Mary with PalmTran?
Yes, we connect with PalmTran, and we also connect with Miami-Dade, and so and as well with Tri-Rail. So a lot of customers throughout the Tri-County area, they may use Tri-Rail and BCT or BCT and MDT. There's a lot of linkage there, and we're actually working on some programs that are going to make it easier to bypasses in between the services as well. Both Broward County Transit and Miami-Dade Transit are both working on mobile ticketing, which means you could buy a pass on your phone and use it throughout the 4 systems, which is going to make it a lot easier because right now we all have separate ticketing.
I see.
So that's really nice. And one more thing I wanted to add about the community buses, especially for seniors, this is really nice. Most of them are free, and so you don't have to pay a fee to ride. Only 3 of the services and cities that use it have fees. And Margate recently just did a free service as well, so they made that free. And a lot of those community buses connect with the bigger buses, so you may have to ride a community bus and a regular bus, but that would eliminate more walking. And like Reneca mentioned, if you can't walk, if you're in a wheelchair, if you have a disability that makes it impossible for you to use those services, we can also give you the web address where you can fill out an application to use the paratransit top services. And that's something that by federal law, when we provide a service for fixed route for anybody who's able, we also have a disabled option, and that is the TOPS paratransit.
That is so good for people who would be imprisoned in their home if they didn't have that service. So let me get back to you, Irv. When you're helping people and they, everyone has problems about getting on buses. They have their bicycles. They have different things they have to do. Are you the problem solver? What do people do? Who do they call?
Oh, absolutely. All of our buses have 2 bicycle racks on them. And our operators will assist people. Sometimes people have packages. The bus operators will assist them with that. Even if a person has a cane and they can't get up the steps of the bus, then we will allow them to push down the wheelchair lift and let them enter the bus that way. So our operators are very much able to assist any rider who has any issues with mobility.
Oh, that's excellent. That's really, it's so important. You are a first-class service. Now, PalmTran, I've worked very closely with PalmTran, and I think you were saying that, Mary, that when someone wants to take PalmTran and they live, let's say, up in West Palm Beach, and they want to come down to visit someone in Broward, so they'll get off at a stop, and then where does the bus meet the the Tri-Rail?
It meets it at different locations. So I know for sure that we do have buses that go into Meisner Park, and that's one of the connection points for PalmTran and BCT. As far as Tri-Rail, honestly, I'm not sure. I know we meet at the Griffin Tri-Rail within Broward County. Irv, do you know which station it is?
Well, I know that the community bus, we provide service at 3 of the Tri-Rail stations in Broward. Also, we are redesigning one of the Pompano routes to service the Tri-Rail on sample route. So pretty much we're servicing them all except the one on Cypress Creek.
I think that's great. And go ahead.
I was just going to add, our customer service agents are fantastic. They know every route, every transfer point, every tiny little question that you could imagine, and that's that 8400 number again. So anybody who has any questions can call 954-357-8400. 7 days a week we have customer service agents helping customers. And there's also our website, which is broward.org/BCT. And we have a great amount of information on there about just about everything, too. So if people maybe have their interest sparked and they haven't ridden in a while, we also have a lot of new vehicles on the road. We have what look like a accordion, the long buses that have the bendy part in the middle. Those are called articulated coaches.
I'm wondering.
Isn't that great?
I love them. I see them, and when I have my children with those, what is that? I mean, it's like it's almost going to Disney World. It's so cute.
Yeah, it's like we call it the bendy bus because that is actually what it is. It bends. It makes you have almost twice as many customers who get to sit down. And yeah, it looks exactly like some of the buses at Disney and those parks that are fun. So make it fun to ride the bus.
You have a lot of buses that are wrapped. So I love to see that. And I'm curious about this. If people are inside, I mean, you can't see from the outside the inside of the wrap bus, but you can see from the inside outside if you're on a wrap bus?
You can, absolutely. And, of course, we take into account that the bus drivers can see out all the windows as well. So we're very careful about that.
Right, I figured he could, but I was just wondering if someone was driving. So it's just what we see on the outside, but they're cute, too. I like that. Let me ask RENECA something here. So, RENECA, you're talking about disabled, and that's so important. Is the word, I have a word here called paratransit. What does that mean?
Well, paratransit is the option to transport, again, Broward County residents to any facility. We have two programs. One is the ADA program, one is the TD program, and they're both door-to-door services. One, you could actually get a free bus pass as well for the transportation disadvantaged people, mostly who has financial shortfalls. So it's a door-to-door service for the disabled community and for the financially disadvantaged residents of Broward County.
And if someone's listening to the show who needs help, they can then call the 954, the 357-8400, and if they have a question, it'll go somewhere to someone will be able to help them, won't it?
It'll go through the customer service line, and yes, there are tons of customer service agents, plus the whole paratransit staff is available.
So, Mary, do all your employees have to ride the bus at least once so they know what's going on?
They certainly should, yes. They certainly should. We, the management team is required to ride, frequently, so we can check out everything that's happening. And we do provide bus passes to our employees in the hopes that they will ride. And also, I came from a transit agency in Cleveland, Ohio, and the first thing that I did when I was there was really start riding the system, because then you can see how you can make improvements.
Absolutely.
And in my role here, I manage all the customer service agents and the marketing and communication, and how we can help customers know more about our services and more of what we offer is actually being out on the road and working with other folks that do that as well. So, yeah, that's a great point, and it's really a hands-on approach from our team. And we have about almost 1,100 people now that work for Broward County Transit in the fleet department and the transportation department.
Oh, my goodness, that's
a lot of people out there. Yeah, trying to get people to where they go, and and I couldn't not mention that we do have a sales tax issue on the ballot coming up.
Okay.
And half a cent is for transportation, and half a cent is for infrastructure. And that transportation part would go to Broward County Transportation Department, and the other half cent would go to 31 municipalities' infrastructure programs within Broward County.
Well, thank you very much for telling us that.
Yeah, and the way that they are linked is that if one passes, they both, let me try this again. They both must pass or they both fail.
Okay, everybody, you got to vote for it. So thank you very much. We're really happy that you all came on. And hopefully we'll talk to you again. Keep doing the good work.
All right.
Bye.